Well, you might want to hide your kids and vibes real quick because they are saying that aliens are coming here before GTA 6. That's right, and let's actually get right to it because our very first video is coming directly from that UFO hearing, and then I want to talk about like other stuff that is going around as well. You don't have to like the video, you do not have to subscribe. The only thing I ask in return is if you can share this video because, like I said in my previous video, the channel is getting suppressed because of a certain topic that I cannot talk about here that I covered a couple of days ago. But shout out to the homie Caspersight, roll it.
Telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct?
Yeah,
that's right.
It's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. That's madness that we don't know what these drones are.
I can't get over that. Imagine like your job
exactly
is to look after the water supply.
Yeah, exactly. So knowing that information at hand, let's get down to what is going on. Is this part of Project Bluebeam or Project Blue Balls? Roll it.
Something big in relation to aliens is about to happen in the month of October.
Not only American news, but also Russian news are supporting the theory that UFO is coming to us in October.
Right. Right. The black moon. What? That ain't no moon, bro.
Como miten se lentää?
Oh, que porra é essa?
What the hell?
For the past few weeks, sightings of mysterious...
Shout out to the homie James out there, but what the hell was that? So this one was captured, okay, last July.
Oh, que porra é essa?
Man.
For the past few weeks, sightings of mysterious objects have been amping up pretty quick, up to the point that we're having mysterious drone sightings all over Europe.
Second airport in Denmark appears to be closed because of drones. You might remember on Monday, Copenhagen was shut because of 2 or 3 large but unidentified drones.
Yeah, they look very much similar to the New Jersey drones that we had last year. That's crazy, right? Because the official response was that, yeah, the drones are ours, but we cannot tell you what we are doing, right? That's what they said officially. And yeah, a lot of people are like, nah, bro, that's bull crap. That's bull squash. We're not believing that. Yeah, I want to know your take on it for sure.
And right now, people are starting to get this feeling as if we're inside of a sci-fi movie. And one of the reasons is this.
We have a bunch of comets right now flying into the inner solar system. And this is bizarre because of how many it is. It's literally a swarm of comets.
It all starts with 3I Atlas, a comet that some researchers think is actually an alien ship because of its properties, trajectory, and everything about it.
And the Hubble Space Telescope, the Webb Telescope are looking at it in the context of 3I Atlas. And we saw it after 1 decade of surveying the sky. So that was unusual. And then more dramatically, the trajectory...
that was Elon Musk's Starship, right?
Trajectory of this object is exactly aligned with the plane in which the planets orbit the sun.
So this thing teleported out of the center of our galaxy towards the same plane as our planets, getting pretty close to our sun in October 29th. And then all of a sudden we got Swan and many other comets all converging at the same point, same time in our solar system. This all feels unnatural, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it? Well, maybe not.
To Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth summoning hundreds of American generals, admirals, and senior officers from around the world for an urgent meeting in Quantico, Virginia.
Some people are saying that this secret meeting that happened was to discuss 3I Atlas and the possible disclosure of aliens, and it sounds ridiculous.
You know, this kind of makes me think of that movie Don't Look Up. If you've seen that movie, if you have not seen that movie, definitely check it out, right? And that movie is actually brilliant because it was not just satire, it was a comedy, but comedy based off of like today's climate, right? And it's one of those things that, yeah, I can see that happen. You feel what I'm saying? Because people are really divided. Like, I mean, not because people want to be divided, it's because the governments want to divide us all. You feel what I'm saying? So, divided, we fall. United, we stand, people. That's what it is, right?
Then again, yesterday, Ross Coulthart posted this.
The biologics, as David Grush referred to them from Roswell, are locked up pretty damn tightly in a vault somewhere, and I'm told it's somewhere in Virginia.
Is it possible that this secret meeting was actually to discuss alien disclosure, and why? Are we being prepared for an alien contact in the month of October? And is there any possible evidence that aliens are already here?
It's very hard to listen to that call, to that 911 tape.
Sir, are you okay, sir?
That's not human!
Yeah,
so let's begin with the basic, and that would be the number of strange sightings that have been happening and amping up for the past few weeks, including Europe. So in August 29th, this account posted a video in Montebello, California.
If it ain't the black moon, what did he say? If it ain't the black moon, then what is it? Nah, that was not a black moon, homie.
Of this pretty strange object in the skies.
That's a UFO for sure.
I know, but I videotaped it.
Mom!
Ball or something.
Get the damn camera!
You know, we both know balloons blow and they carry with the wind.
Get the camera, Mom!
I know. You're right.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, what the hell is that?
That is really strange. It looks like it's spinning on its own axis.
Yeah, exactly, spinning.
God, we were lying if you didn't have it on video.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like
that's funny, right? Because that used to be a thing where if it wasn't on video, I swear to God, they wouldn't believe us. But now, even if you get it on video, you're always still wondering, is it real? Because of this thing called AI and CGI. Yeah, it's kind of sad, but it'd be what it'd be. Real quick though, before I forget, I need to shout out the homie Davey. I gotta shout out the homie Treka. I am who I am for the 2, for the 5. Thank you guys so much for all the love, and thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Because currently, for the last 3 days now, the channel has been suppressed. I've seen the reach go down like crazy because of a certain country I talked about that is in the Middle East that starts with the letter I. You know, we had the topic of, we had 2 different topics that I covered in one video. I don't want to repeat it because that's what triggered it. I made 2 videos. The first video ended up getting banned, age-gated. Then I had to remove that video. I made the follow-up video after that, and then the entire channel ended up getting suppressed, right? I've had that before. I've had that happen before, but not like to this degree. And it took quite a while before the channel was start to get momentum again. So yeah, if you do have any like Twitter platform, X platform, I would definitely appreciate if you can share the video out, get me out of the YouTube jail. It's gonna take a couple of days probably, but
one of those fears that we've been seeing for the past few months.
It'd be what it be, man. You know.
That motherfucker is big. Now imagine how big it is right up there.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. On July 30th, Fernando and a couple of people inside a car saw this in broad daylight. Check this out.
Hey, yo, ¿cómo me excelenta?
Excelenta, huh? Yeah, don't know about that. Yeah. Can park there, mate. Yo, it does also look like a blimp. In a way, right? When you think about it.
This thing's kind of swerving. What's going on there?
It looks like a blimp.
No, it's a blimp.
Yeah, exactly, blimp. It's a blimp. Yeah, it's a blimp. You can see some written on it. It's a blimp. But from afar, it did look like a UFO. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that looks like a blimp. Let's take a look at it again.
Nah, it is a blimp. It's a blimp.
You see what I mean? Like, it's doing this. But it looks like a blimp. So I'd say this one is a blimp, even though these drones and UFOs, they're saying they can shapeshift. This was in July 2025 in Mexico, recorded by Captain Flint.
Yeah, shout out to Captain Flint.
Wow.
Whoa.
No te puedo decir que son globos porque unos van viajando en contrario del viento.
Okay, you don't have to do this effect. Okay, I'm sorry guys for just was trying to give an example. You don't have to do that effect. Yeah, I also want to show you guys like this News Nation clip that is going around as well in a second, so wait for that. But
y unos se quedan estáticos.
Yeah, no, we got, how many are those?
And he's getting some sort of interference, and he's recording. This is even weirder.
Oh crap! So he's recording with the phone and getting that interference.
That's kind of weird. That was in Mexico in July. Just about 3 days ago, this account posted a video of a fireball UFO hovering over a mountain in South Korea. Let's take a look at this.
Oh, you in South Korea getting it?
What is that?
Yeah, looks like a couple of alien bozos just...
Okay, so there's a trail behind this thing. It looks like it could be a rocket. What?
No, that ain't no dang rocket.
What is it doing?
There he goes. Yeah, when you do a 180, you know, when she home all alone and she tells you about it, then you do a 180 and then you go fast. Right.
What?
Does a 180 completely, and it's doing up and down.
And it's doing some pretty wild curves. It's going fast.
Yeah, interesting.
What in
Interesting indeed. Now check this one out. Now this one is going on News Nation. So we got Avi Loeb, alright? He's out there making crazy claims. Check this out. Roll.
Is either benign or malevolent. It's not the first time astrophysicist Avi Loeb has suggested the object has alien origins. He came on this show to say so a while back, even saying the object could be on a mission to release, quote, mini probes that could invade Earth. And Avi Loeb joins us now. He's the head of the Galileo Project, director of Harvard University's Institute for Theory and Computation, also the best-selling author of the book Extraterrestrial. Okay, why are we just now figuring out this thing is as big as it is? Why were we wrong in the estimates of its size?
Thanks for having me. Well, we know that the object is losing mass because we see a cloud of gas.
Why is it losing mass? Is it not getting enough protein? Is that why it's losing mass? Yeah, man, get it together.
Around it that is a result of its warming up as it gets close to the sun, but it doesn't change its path. There is no push that is visible on the trajectory of the object, and that means that it's very massive, at least 1,000 times more massive than the previous one, which was a comet Borisov discovered in 2019. Not only that it's so massive, much more than the previous one, but there is also not enough rocky material in interstellar space to deliver such a giant rock into the inner solar system over the past decade.
Well, explain that, Avi.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like what? 1,000 times bigger? Then what? The last one, okay. It seems like that every other day we're getting like new update on it, and it does make sense, right? That the more the time passes, we reassess it, we get better information. So yeah, there's that. But I have seen so much like flip-flop news about the 3i Atlas that at this point I don't even know what's real, what's fake anymore. And I know like some of you also brought this up before, and this is something that we heard a couple of months ago, specifically from Jeremy Corbell. He said that 2027, you probably heard the date too, right? They were saying that in 2027 they will talk about a fake alien invasion. You know, there's a mothership, UFO mothership approaching Earth. You know, they would play that fake UFO card, maybe Project Blue Balls, Blue Beam, I don't know, right? We heard that. And then guess what? Magically, a couple of months later, they started talking about 3i Atlas. And they're still talking about it. And Avi Loeb claims that it's from an alien origin. We got other whistleblowers, not necessarily whistleblowers, but yeah, shit, I don't even know any other person saying if it's alien or not. Yeah, I don't know any other guy talking about it being or not. But
so,
it's
what
just
do you mean
Avi
there's
Loeb.
not enough rock? What do you mean? Does this mean you don't? This is even further reason for you to think this isn't a natural object?
Well, yes, because there is limited reservoir of rocky material per unit volume in interstellar space, and even if you package all of it in objects of this size or bigger, then there is just not enough number of objects to deliver them at random once per decade to the inner solar system. So that's another issue, and the trajectory of this object is aligned with the planets around the sun, the plane of the planets. And on the one hand, you know, that's extremely rare, 1 in 500 chance, but on the other hand, it offers us an opportunity to observe it. And indeed, by the end of this week, it will come within 29 million kilometers from Mars, and there are several orbiters that were deposited there by NASA, by the European Space Agency, by the Chinese Space Agency, and we will get much more information about it. In particular, we can get an image with a 30-kilometer pixel size, so we can then...
So that's like its path, right? This is a path. So 29 millionth kilometer, of course, like that's far away, like how, like what in the world, right? But in the grand scheme of things, in the space, that's not that much is what they're trying to get at. But are we gonna be able to see it? Because they said we're gonna be able to see it pass by. Maybe it's just gonna be like a red light, or you know, like an object that we're gonna see far away in the skies, that we're gonna see every day move an inch, and then it's just gonna disappear, perhaps for a couple of days, or perhaps it's gonna be only visible for a couple of hours. I guess we'll know soon enough.
Look at the brightest pixel and infer how big is the object.
So if you think the chances are getting slimmer and slimmer that it's a man-made object, Meteor, what is
man-made?
Well,
man-made as in like alien-made, or yeah, what do you, because man-made, there's no damn man out there in space right now, bruh. But
there are some other anomalies. You know, during July and August, there was some glow in front of the object towards the sun, 10 times longer than it is wide. We don't see that often in comets. Usually the glow is behind, trailing the object away from the sun.
What does that tell you then?
Well, we don't know. You see, that is work in progress, and we just need more data. My point is simple. You know, any intelligence agency knows that they need to make a contingency plan for black swan events that are rare, unlikely, but could make a huge difference. We should do the same for interstellar objects. Just be aware of the possibility that it could represent alien tech.
Okay, anytime I hear black swan event and alien tech and interstellar objects, you're giving me, it's nightmare fuel. Avi Loeb, I'm sure we'll have you back.
Yeah, we'll have you back. And she said, psych, I'm outie. That's what she said, right? Shout out to the homie Mystery Man. Check this out.
A man was driving home late at night along a lonely dirt road when he felt something watching him.
But that's the thing, right? If it's really of the alien origin, it can be from the alien origin, as in, you know, it came from a different planet, they launched it, because, you know, we as humans, we have launched the Voyager, like, Voyager, is that how you say, yeah, right? We have launched that with our, like, samples, like, images of our planet, us, animals, and all that. We send that Voyager in the space, right? So it can potentially, maybe one day it's gonna be found out by another civilization. You know, that's what we have done. Perhaps they have also done that. Perhaps this is what it is. Or perhaps it's being controlled by them alien twats, right? That's kind of like the hint. Or he has been hinting that, Avi Loeb is hinting that. I mean, yeah, no, I'm all up for theories and all that. But we also do want to know definitively. But so far we don't know definitively, right? Or maybe it's just a comet. Okay, simple as that. Maybe it's just the rock. Space debris. Or not necessarily debris, but the rock. You know, you feel what I'm saying, right? That's probably, I guess.
Strange noises echoed through the darkness, so he pulled out his phone to record. That's when he captured this.
Yeah, nobody yells, "Mom, get the camera" no more. They pull it. Pull the camera. Tranquilo, brother.
Niñas! Son dos niñas. Son dos niñas. No manches.
No
Two
manches?
figures ahead, shaped like young girls, but with no faces and standing in an unnatural pose.
Nah, they're looking
Terrified,
down.
he stopped filming and sped away, convinced those beings weren't from the world of the living. Was it just props meant to scare people off, or was it something real?
Huh. Nah, they're just looking down.
In 2014,
perhaps lost, like, something, right?
3 friends skipped prom for a camping trip. During that weekend, one of them took a Polaroid photo of the other two. Later, when they looked at the picture, they noticed a strange shadow behind the tent. Nothing unusual had happened during the trip, apart from some shouting that seemed to come from drunk campers. But the photo captured something none of them could explain.
That looks like Shaq. You know that meme, right? Shaq? That Shaq meme?
An investigator was exploring the deep forests of Vietnam
Probably
at night
Shaq.
when he captured some terrifying footage. While filming, he had no idea what he had recorded.
Oh my
he continued exploring, unaware of the figure nearby. Later, when he reviewed the
Holy
footage,
crap.
he was horrified by what he saw.
Nah.
Was it a real person, a ghost, a creature? Whatever it was, it shouldn't have been.
Especially with like mouth open, as though this is a YouTuber trying to make a, you know, YouTube face thumbnail. Yeah, it looks like one of those, you know? But nah.
Deep in the forest, far from the main trail, a strange sight appeared. A group of people stood together in the middle of the woods, dancing oddly. It didn't feel like hikers just taking a fun break. To the hiker, it seemed more like a ritual. Finding them there in the quiet of the forest was unsettling.
Nah, probably it's some sort of class, right? They're probably doing like some sort of chanting, like healing wives. Perhaps it's that. I mean, nothing wrong with that, but I don't know. I don't think it's a ritual unless it actually is. You know, unless it actually is.
She quietly kept watching, making her way back to her car to leave.
Nah, they're healing.
A woman was hiking when she came across a pipe near a very small village, but that wasn't the scary part. What was written on it is what truly unsettled her. Toys and candy with an arrow pointing inside, as if inviting children to crawl into the darkness. The woman didn't dare go in to see if someone might actually be there. She was far too scared, and understandably so. She couldn't help but wonder, had anything strange ever happened here?
Yeah. I mean, try to peek inside and perhaps just record it. At least, don't go in, but like record it at least, right?
On Barnaby Mountain, a young black bear walked calmly into a crowd.
Bear at Burnaby Mountain? Yeah, people. It's time to move, people. Yeah, he's like, let me read. Yeah, I ain't moving.
The bear moved along without aggression, seeming more curious than threatening. But not everyone seemed to notice it.
Yeah, oi! Oi! Yeah, imagine he freaks out. There we go. I don't know. Yo, people, come on, man. We had the entire village out there that moved. But yeah, these two boys be like, okay, or one boy, one gal be like, yeah, let me chill here real quick. No, forget it. Forget that. You don't need to pick it up right now. Just get to safety. It's like the same thing, right? Well, how many times we've seen those play-in videos? I don't want to use that word because my channel is currently suppressed. But how many times we've seen like play-in landings, when emergency landing, and there's another word that I don't want to say. People everyone is like getting their luggage and bags and then getting out after that. No, you get out and you forget your bags, okay? It's like one of those things, man. I guess it's like built in our DNA to not leave things behind. But we all do leave things behind when you really think about it. Yeah, that's a metaphor. Dark, I know it's quite dark, but when you think about it, we came here alone and we go alone too, so.
Luckily, the bear wasn't looking for trouble, so it slowly wandered off.
Yeah.
This photo, believed to be from the 1960s, shows a young woman standing outside an old stone gate.
Are these arms?
At first, the scene looks ordinary, but a strange detail changes everything. Next to her, a faint, translucent figure stretches across the frame. The blurred shape resembles an arm reaching toward her side. The photo is too old to tell whether it's a camera error or something more mysterious, but it certainly looks intriguing and a little off. A man was in his yard when his cat dragged back something disturbing. A small, dried figure.
Where the hell did you find that thing?
Yo, holy crap. That looks like one of those...
The fuck, man?
I forgot that name. I forgot but we had like smaller, like alien looking bodies. They were like this small, right? And officially during hearings, not the last UFO hearing, but in one of the recent hearings, it's been months, years, right? They said that, yeah, there are 9 feet tall aliens. There are also 4 to 5 feet tall aliens as well. And there are also 1.5 foot tall aliens as well. Which are not tall in any way whatsoever. So yeah, it kind of has that vibe to it, right? Like a 1.5 foot tall alien.
Man, why don't you bring home rats instead?
Its thin, skeletal limbs and shrunken body looked almost mummified. Was it just an animal carcass, an elaborate hoax? Or did this cat bring home something truly mysterious?
Yeah.
Late at night, a man spotted a wrecked car on the side of the road. He snapped a few photos before the police arrived. At first, it looked like nothing more than an abandoned vehicle. But later, when he checked the pictures, he noticed something disturbing. In 2 shots, a face seemed to appear behind the shattered windshield, twisted in pain. When the photos went online, many believed they showed the spirits of the victims.
Alexander.
Others dismissed it as pareidolia. But could it really be just that?
Hey, whoa, yo, chill, man. Yeah, I was gonna pause and point out something, and then it just popped up, man. F my life, bro. But yeah, no, this one seems in a way legit. This one I wanted to point out because of this eye thing here, the way it is. It kind of reminds me of one of the effect. Don't remember the name, but I have done that too in After Effects and Adobe After Effects. You can do it very easily. You just gotta stretch. In fact, like a prime example is this, right? You know, like I can stretch my face even as much as I want. It's kind of like that. So the eye is being stretched. You can see the cheek being stretched. So yeah, I feel like that this one is fake, but yeah.
Dismissed it as pareidolia. But could it really be just that?
Perhaps fake? Or pareidolia, I guess, right? Yeah, get the hell out of there, mate!
While hiking, Jason discovered a huge hole in the ground. Curious, he lowered a GoPro with a torch to see how deep it went.
Man!
The footage first picked up scratching noises.
Pause.
At the bottom, he captured something chilling.
Yeah, Mama always said never mess around with the holes you're unfamiliar with. Finally, the bottom. Yeah, don't mess with the holes you're not familiar with.
I'm gonna slow it down for a minute, but doesn't that look like a coyote right there?
Where?
It's really hard to tell. Here it comes back in the screen again, but boy, that sure looks like a dog to me down there at the bottom. Okay, what in the hell is this? Now watch, ready? Wait.
What?
Did you see that? That is a face. This thing is definitely haunted. I didn't notice that the first time, but look at that. I don't know what the hell that is.
No, I don't see it.
Viewers later claimed they spotted a face as well. As if the coyote wasn't creepy enough.
Yeah, no, I don't...
While
very, very hard to say. I mean, could be smoke. Yeah, man, we're in the year 2025. Why don't we have cameras that can record in super low light? We do. I know we do have cameras, but it's not widely accessible. We don't have it on our phones, right? Yeah, our phones are getting better and better. Cameras are getting better and better. But see... Even if you have like the best of the best phones right now, the latest of the latest phones, at nighttime, it's not gonna get all the details, right? We're not there yet. Because yeah, like the phone is small, the camera sensor is small, therefore it cannot. But even with DSLR cameras with like really good telescope lenses or bigger lenses, you still need light. You still need light. Unless you then go for like infrared cameras. Yeah, those are different for sure. And not everybody gonna get that. Yeah, other than that, we don't necessarily have cameras that, you know, you pick up and shoot and get all the details recorded, even if you record the video at nighttime. I'm not sure when we're gonna get to that level, but whenever we do, maybe that's 5 years from now, 10 years from now, whenever we do, I feel like that we're gonna be having like insane videos. But by then, AI would be so advanced that it would be really hard to say. It's hard to tell now the difference, whether it's real or not. At times you can tell for sure, but 5 years from now, if we're still around and AI is advancing the way it is, it's going to be super hard to tell if the videos are real or not.
While hiking, these guys came across an abandoned cellar. They heard snake sounds coming from inside and decided to carefully investigate. But then, this happened.
Eat medicine without a date. Use your private parts as surrounding. Oh, shit.
Oh, man. Another one. Tranquilo.
Calm down.
Hey. Tranquilo.
They noticed another snake nearby, and then another one blocking the exit.
Yeah, that was definitely like a mama snake right there, bruh.
Suddenly, the hikers were no longer in control. The snakes were. How they got out of this situation remains unknown.
Yeah, how would you... Yeah, that's the thing. How would you get out of a situation like that? Like, would you jump? Probably, but the snake is gonna jump back, so...
A man was riding his mountain bike downhill on a forest trail when a gunshot cut through the silence. The bullet missed him, but it was close.
What the hell?
Oh, Jesus!
Oh, they shot at him.
Holy dude!
That scared me, man.
That what?
It was a hunter who had probably mistaken him for a deer.
What
Realizing
the
the
hell,
mistake, the hunter immediately left the scene.
What the hell, man? Holy shit, bro. That's insane. Yeah, how do you not know that's like not a... That's a human, bro. That's a human on a bike, on a bicycle.
The cyclist was unharmed, but imagine if that hunter had taken a better shot.
Right. Maybe he needs to not work on his accuracy, okay? So, yeah, because you never know. He might try to shoot another human, and we definitely want him missing, okay? We don't want him shooting.
A group of friends were hiking in the woods at night.
Humanoid.
Everything was fine until they spotted something.
Humanoid. So, aliens? Uh-oh. Okay, I see why it said humanoid. Skinwalker? Yeah, so that's like...
At first, they thought it was an animal, but when they got a clearer view, it looked more humanoid. They recorded it as it moved away, but no matter how fast they chased, they couldn't catch it. They continued their walk, terrified and on edge.
Right.
One Father's Day weekend, a Facebook user visited Gettysburg with their family. While standing on East Cemetery Hill, their daughter snapped a picture. At first glance, it looked ordinary, but when they zoomed in, something stood out. The unsettling part was that no one else had been there at the time. It doesn't really look solid either, so it doesn't seem likely to be some object they just missed.
Seems like a kid, right? With a backpack?
Yet, it did appear on camera. So, what is it? The ghost of a long-lost soldier? In 2010, a Facebook user captured a photo at Devil's Den in Gettysburg. At the time, the camera showed only a black void, but later when they brightened the image and zoomed in, they saw what looked like a face.
This?
The user also mentioned a family connection to Gettysburg, an ancestor who fought with the 37th Virginia Infantry at Culp's Hill. They believe the photo might have something to do with that.
Right.
Still, like many others, I think this could just be a case of pareidolia. Or, am I wrong?
Yeah, I mean, this feels like an eye, maybe this is a nose, but that's about it. It can definitely be pareidolia. It can... I mean, there's this too, so I don't know if he's pointing at... I was looking at that, but now there's this too. But this does not look like a face to me at all, but yeah. Yeah, check this out. This is where...
Seemed to have a cone-shaped head and a build that was different. More human, in a way. He never found answers to what it really was, but with only this photo, everything points to Bigfoot.
So we had a
While
Bigfoot
hiking
taking
along
a
a quiet trail, this person captured something unusual on camera. A huge figure can be seen moving slowly down a hill.
That looks like a
Its
man.
arms hung low, and with each step it covered an impressive amount of ground. From its sheer size and posture, some believe this could be Bigfoot. Others aren't convinced, saying it's just a
It looks like a man with the backpack.
person or maybe someone in a costume. But for those who believe, this clip feels different.
Oi, what you doing up there, mate? Come
This
down,
man was hiking through the woods of Ohio when suddenly he heard this.
What I'm recording right now sounds very similar to what I heard back in 1991 or 92.
He remembers.
Does not sound like a dog at all.
Ohio has one of the highest concentrations of Bigfoot reports. Could these strange sounds add to the mystery of the Ohio forests? Or does anyone recognize what could be making them? If so, share your thoughts in the comments below.
Right, but did you see this video though? Yeah, if you not, check this one out because we have apparently UFO crashing on camera and a family, or not necessarily a family, but bunch of dudes ended up recording it on camera. Check it out and I'll see you right there.